Welcome to your terrific Thursday. How's everybody doing this morning? Are you doing good? Give me 5 if you're alive. Who's feeling great? Make sure you do your SEL check-ins today. You're going to see on my agenda pages because you should have all joined my advisory class. That's right. You've now got check-in information that you can answer for me every single day too. And you know I want to see those journal responses. So I'm going to be on you to make sure that you respond to all the questions that I'm sending out to you. It's easy stuff that's all about you. So please do tell me a little bit about who you are, where you are, what's going on, and how I can engage with you. If you did send me an email with those responses, check your emails. I did send you one right back to every single kiddo who responded. So if you're like, oh goodness, I should have done that, go ahead and make sure that you submit the little questionnaire response that was on your agenda. Make a copy, throw it on your Google Drive, and then email it to me. It's all there on Tuesday's agenda for you, and I'm going to put it down in the comments today, and we're really going to work the agenda for advisory just like you do in your classes. How many of you absolutely loved Reading Rainbow? It's the best show ever, right? I literally was watching for probably 2 hours when I first got the Reading Rainbow idea. Yeah, like 2 hours. I love that show. Reading is one of the best ways that you can go on a vacation without ever leaving. You get to experience new lands, new people, new experiences, new storylines, and reading really is the best gift that I could ever get you to accept. That's right, accepting reading as a gift is a huge mind shift because how many of you think reading's kind of boring? Look around. Probably a couple other kiddos too. How many of you think reading's kind of hard? Yeah, it is, because it's difficult to look at words, think of words, process words. That's a hard thing to do. So you're not alone there. So don't feel bad if you are a kiddo who thinks, man, reading can be tough sometimes. How many of you think that reading is useless? Like you're never going to read it or use it? I know. I've heard all those things before because when I spent a lot of time in the classroom, I knew that kiddos didn't like reading. But guess what? Reading Rainbow was a way that I got them to engage with the reading process. That's what Reading Rainbow is all about. You get to hear stories and then see a little bit of a real life clip on how stories help us in real life. And that's really what the reading process is all about. That's why I started showing you that metacognition word. Do you remember that when we were on my chalkboard on my little door at home? Yeah. So while you are there thinking and seeing and engaging in Reading Rainbow, I hope that metacognition process builds by watching something in literacy. So when we're reading in literacy, I can talk to you about taking that same process and managing it with reading. Did you like when I read Wonder? I got several reports that some students were really engaged with that, so guess what I started doing? It's going to be linked on the advisory pages. You're going to have novel selections to be able to choose and spend some time with me just reading a good book. I'm working on library access cards. We'll get those to you ASAP so that you can log on and hear people reading books. It's the best way that you can become a reader that enjoys the process because reading isn't going anywhere. It's going to be here forever. So let me teach you how to love it. Did you ever think you could read and love reading? It's okay if you don't. A lot of kids don't. And that's why I am a reading specialist in the way that I promise I can help you learn to love the process. Just like this process of studying space. Look at the telescope, I've got it out. I tried to see the moon last night, but it was awful cloudy. And I'm working on how to sight the telescope so when we have a drive-through viewing in this backyard, you all can pop through with your families on a dark night and be able to check out one of these telescopes. I'll have it sighted in on the moon and different stars and different constellations, and you're going to be able to check this thing out. It's amazing to see what you can do when you are looking. Here's the eyepiece right here. And you get to peek like this. And it's just so cool. It's something I can't wait to share with you. And that's why watching Reading Rainbow and thinking about space ties into our telescope experience and gets you thinking about different ways you can connect with something that we're all a part of. This big, beautiful universe, right? Check out some of the questions that came through on the journals. What is space made of? Great idea. I wonder what's really up there. How does gravity work? I don't know, but I'm sure glad it does and our planet doesn't fall off the orbit. Why don't the planets fall? Oh, there's my brainstorm idea. Do you see how thinking gets you going? Will we ever live on Mars? I don't know, but I think I'd be down for a vacation, but I'd really like to come back to Earth. Which planet is the best? Oh, Saturn by far, because the rings I totally believe are like little trampolines. And if I was a little space girl, I'd go out there and be bouncing on the rings of Saturn. Would you ride a shooting star? Absolutely! I'd be holding on tight to the tail, sailing through the stars. Would you do that with me? I bet some of you would, and I promise it'd be a fun adventure. These questions and just things to get you thinking are what's going on the advisory journal pages. So please take a minute to just, answer one. It tells me a little bit about who you are through our interactions, and I love being able to email you all because then we really open up some awesome discussions. I'm also having the Scribble contest come back. Do you remember that? Yeah, it's the first thing that I started with you, and one of the most amazing things that you can scribble is a planet. You can make up your own solar system, your own universal experiences, and be able to share those with me. Space is awesome. You're awesome. I hope you have an awesome day and get those big, beautiful brains of yours engaged with whatever's going on in your classrooms because, say it with me, you're a genius just like I'm a genius, and you're a champion just like I'm a champion, and we champion geniuses are for sure having the best day ever on our little corner of Earth and our big old solar system and the big expansion of space. Have a great day and enjoy. Guess what's coming up next? That's right, Reading Rainbow. Have a great day.